Indiana Fever's dream of Ari McDonald signing rekindled after GS Valkyries' announcement. It was a first for Ari McDonald. She'd never been on the wrong side of roster cuts until this season. When the Los Angeles Sparks waived her just before opening night, it stung. McDonald suddenly found herself living out of a suitcase, waking up with no clue what came next. She said it herself, it felt weird. Still, she held on, kept pushing, and then, that call came from Indiana. On a hardship contract, with nothing guaranteed and barely time to unpack, Ari showed up. Just 3 games in, and Indiana fans were hooked. The crowd didn't care that she wasn't a big name. She played like her life depended on it, and suddenly, she wasn't just filling a spot, she was the heart of the backcourt. So, how did she even end up there in the first place? Well, at one point, the Fever were down bad. Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Sydney Colson were all dealing with injuries at the same time, and the team was running on fumes. That's when they brought in McDonald. In her short stint, she averaged 11 points and 3 assists per game. But the box score doesn't even tell the whole story. Her defense and her energy lit up the whole arena. But hardship contracts are heartbreakers. As soon as the injured players were cleared to return, McDonald had to go. Head coach Stephanie White confirmed it. Clark and Cunningham were both expected back for the June 14th showdown with the Liberty. Colson was already back. And just like that, McDonald was waived. Once she was released, Ari became an unrestricted free agent. That meant she could sign with any team. Whether it was a full-time roster spot or another short-term hardship deal, she was up for grabs. And the timing couldn't have been more chaotic. With Eurobasket pulling international players away from the W, teams had open spots, and Golden State Valkyries looked like a real threat to snatch her. Janelle Salon, France, Julie Van Loo, Belgium, Temi Fagbenel, Great Britain, and Cecilia Zandalicini, Italy, were all overseas. So, Golden State was down 4 players. First, they brought back UConn's Caitlin Chin and Aussie forward Chloe Bibby on rest-of-season deals. That left fans watching closely to see who the third signing would be. Then came the big drop, Bree Hall, Indiana's very own 2025 draft pick. She had been waived on May 5th to trim the roster, but now she's back, except not in Indy. Golden State picked her up. Now this move has sparked major buzz among Fever fans. The online space is sure that McDonald is returning as a Fever. Even a ton of people believe that Ari herself is turning down other teams because she wants to come back to Indiana. But even if McDonald wants to come back, and even if Indiana wants her back, it's not that simple. According to Article 5, Section 14F of the CBA, the team has to wait 10 days after waiving her to re-sign her, unless there's another hardship need. And as if the wait wasn't enough, the Fever have another hurdle: cap space. Indiana's current structure doesn't leave much room to squeeze McDonald back in without making a big move or a cut somewhere else. It's been a whirlwind ride for Ari McDonald this season. After her impressive, yet brief, stint with the Fever on a hardship contract, fans are practically begging Indiana to bring her back. But bringing Ari back isn't just about wanting her. It's about making space and making it work financially. Indiana was able to go over the cap to sign her under a hardship exception, but don't let that fool you. The money they paid her while she was on the team still counts against the cap. And because Ari's got 4 years of WNBA experience under her belt, she qualifies as a vet. That means she's pricier to keep. While players with 0 to 3 years make a base minimum of $66,079, Ari's veteran minimum is $78,831. It's prorated with each passing game, but still she costs more. The earliest Indiana could re-sign her would be sometime in July unless another hardship arises. So, unless someone else gets injured or ruled out, it's all about timing. But even if the Fever wanted to sign her tomorrow, they'd have to make a move. Their cap space is tight. And with Ari's veteran price tag, they'd need to waive someone. So, who could go? Well, the 2 most likely names floating around are rookie Michaela Timpson and veteran Brianna Turner. The number 19 pick in the draft is on a 3-year, $217,640 deal, earning about $69,000 this season. She's got potential, no doubt, but in terms of playing time and impact, right now, she's pretty limited. Then there's Turner, who is on an unprotected $85,000 contract, which makes her easier to cut if needed. But Turner will be needed when backup center Damiris Dantas leaves for 4 games to suit up for Brazil. So even though she's not producing much at the moment, her presence gives Indiana a safety net. Head coach Stephanie White has also leaned into forward heavy L.